Hi guys, this is my first video on the channel here, and I just wanted to show you my adventure map world that I've been working on Minecraft. So yeah, let's get into it. 6 days later. You may be wondering why that is, and that's because I was going to use replay mod on Minecraft to make a cinematic display of my world. And there is a problem with the loading of replay mod, and that problem is this right here: void does not work with replay mod. A void world on Minecraft is a certain type of superflat world that is a preset you can use to make it that there's nothing but a 20 by 20 platform of stone in the middle of the world floating, and that is all you'll spawn with, and then from there you can build anything you want, and you can destroy the platform and do whatever. But replay mod does not work with a void world, and I'll show you how it does not work with replay mod, and it's not compatible. So here on replay viewer, you go into here, and this is the replay I was going to use to show a bit of my world. But when you load the replay, well, first of all, the character is not in his correct location. He'll simply glitch out, and the rest of the structures in the void world will be vanishing in and out of solid structures. So the closer you get, sometimes they'll appear, sometimes they'll disappear. They'll be glitching out, and so the replay won't work. And this I had to troubleshoot for 6 days, and I found out that the problem was with a void world, because I tested replay mod on worlds that were simply super flat without being void. So I did void testing, and then I tested different worlds that I could use to transfer my builds onto. So like the tower and the cave structure and the custom map. Those will be transferred using MC Edit to bring them onto a different world, and went through a few different tests of certain designs that I wanted, and I eventually landed on this one, which was simply a super flat world, but the biome is changed to jungle. And how you do that is, I'll show you by creating a new world. So new world, and I'll just name this jungle, and then you put on creative and whatever options you want, and then you put it on super flat, customize, and then this is a normal super flat world. And so how I did the preset that I wanted was I used classic, use preset, go back into here, and then instead of having a plains biome, which is here, I changed that to jungle biome, and then that'll make all the grass greener and just look overall better. So that is how I made my world that I'm going to transfer my builds onto. So let's do that now. Okay, so I made a backup of my adventure map, and I called it just test in its file name, so it wouldn't be a replica of the other one, and this is the one that I'll be using to copy the builds into MC Edit schematics. Okay, so we will need to get a wand, so / wand, grab a wand, and you can also just get it out of creative inventory and just grab a wooden axe. That works just the same. And anyway, then you'll need to find the two opposite corners of each other of each build that you want to grab and put into the world. Okay, so here you left click on one block on one corner, then you go to the opposite upper corner, which I've built to the height of the tower, like the very tip top of that glass diamond. I've built this block at the right height, but in the same like coordinate of the rest of the build, so it captures all of it. And then you then right click on that block, so place torch, but it also in there captured the coordinates. So I've selected almost 6 million blocks, but you'll have to, so if you do that, if you get more than 1 million blocks, it's best to have a filter of air. You have to save it in MC Edit schematic. So I'll go to the block that I want to save it at and paste it from, and you just go / copy, and the build is copied there. Yes, yeah, so almost 6 million blocks, and then you go / schematic, and then save, and then the name of it. So I'm just going to name it Tower E6, because that's the name of it. And then done. And then please wait, saving, schematic, boom, saved. And then I'll bring it into my other world. So then I will load the schematic. Oh, schematic. I'm just going to there, load, and then Tower E6, and schematic is loaded. Go / paste. I got to do -A, which is air, so it won't copy any of the air, it'll just copy the blocks, and that'll make it load a lot better, and it'll only copy a few 100,000 blocks, so it'll make it load a lot quicker as well, and it won't crash the game. Anyway, okay, let's do it. And there, load for a bit, and boom, perfect. Now it's loaded in, and the center of it is, there's the light updating. Center of it is 004, so perfect. And lighting, got all that, everything's there. And as you can see, got the full structure pasted into a different world. And then replay mod will work on here. So it's working perfectly so far. And now I have to grab the other build. So here, we'll do schematic load, which is in cage. Oh, // paste E, and then -A. Paste it, and you're just gonna wait. Okay, so I just removed a layer of dirt and then like turned up the tick speed. Actually, I can turn that down now. Turn the tick speed back to, well, you can just press enter without the specified value and it'll tell you which value it is, which usually it should be 3. So there, now it's back to 3. And anyway, so I grew all the grass across here and the platform's cut down now, so I can build a circle around here, like around the full diameter. And then I'll fill in the outside excess with grass, and then I'm going to make 4 different biomes and stuff going outwards. And anyway, what I'll be using to build the circle, the website is called Plots Model Selection, and I'll be using that to build the right diameter circle, because when circles get this big, it's pretty hard to build the right diameter. I'll be using the block palette of coarse dirt, grass block, mossy cobblestone, andesite, and stone, with a few variants. So without further ado, let's get straight into the third-person time-lapse. Okay, so I just stopped the time lapse because I ran into a problem. And that problem is I had to fix up the checkpoints for the parkour course. So you'd TP through here and you'd get onto this pressure plate, and I tested it out on adventure map with all the with everything added on, all the pillars and the chasm below and everything. And when you went over the pressure plate and then died, you wouldn't spawn back where you're supposed to. So I figured out that it could be a problem with the spawn radius. So I set the spawn radius back to 0, which it isn't usually, but for this adventure map it has to be. And then I still didn't spawn on top of the pressure plate. I spawned over here roundabout, and I didn't know why that was. So I had a look in the command block, and it wasn't this command before. It was set for a certain block, which this command block has a tilde, 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 which means at location where the command came from, where the command was set. And then this is y coordinates, so that's up and by 3. So 1 block, 2 block, and then 3 blocks. So at this level, you'll spawn above this command block. But it wasn't that before. It was set to a certain location, which was over here, which should have been above there. But why it wasn't was because on the previous void world that all this build used to be on, it was in a slightly different location. So I built that at the center, but on the void world it wasn't at the center. So actually the exact block here, I set one, so this block right here, if you press F3, you can see looking at block 1, 4, 5, 9, 21, and what the block should be is at here, which is 153, 7, 2, 9. So that's where I have to move this entire building to, because the system doesn't work. All the cloning, like stop motion figures, 3D stop motion figures, all don't work because they're based on locations, like set block at per se, and yeah, pretty much in this entire system is all based on block location. So I'd have to rebuild this entire thing, but all I have to do is move it to its correct location, which is from there to there. So I need to move this whole build. So I'll just clone that now and move it over, and I'll show you that. So this is the block I'll be cloning it from, so then all I have to do is stand on top of that one and it will be perfect. So here, and then // I'm actually going to do cut because I need to move it, I don't need to copy it. So // cut, and it will glitch out for about a minute, but it'll eventually load. So let's do that. And there it is, loaded in, well, loaded out. And all these entities drop. I'm not sure why that is exactly, but the entities are saved in that chest, so that's good. At least I think they are. I tried undoing it once before and they were there, but I'm not sure if it stays like that when you paste it. Anyway, we'll find out in a second. Okay, so we need to paste it to block. So I'll just go set block. Set block. The block is 153 space 7 space 29. I'll just go stone. So there's the block, that's where I have to paste it to, and so I'll just replace that with that. Stand on there and look forwards, and then go paste, no, so / paste, and then make sure you do minus A, which is minus air, because if you don't do that, it'll completely like glitch out and just, well, the game will crash. because I'm copying over like 19 million blocks or something. So yeah, anyway, let's do it. And there, it's loaded in pretty quickly. Just let all this render. That looks good. Okay, and now hopefully this whole system should work now. But how you can test that is to get a command, like have a look at a command that has XYZ coordinates, and then check them out for their certain functions. So this one is for stop motion 1, so that's this one over here. So it should, those two blocks in there should be at 2 of the corners of this build. So we'll check that out. So you go into here, and then that's all 156.028. So I'll just write that down and then check it out. And over here, as you can see at the corner of this, that's block 156.028, and that's correct. So yeah, this has worked. And yeah, so now I think I'll just probably get into another third-person time-lapse, fixing up the rest of this cave, continue on the chasm, build a bit more parkour, and like fill in the grass around and stuff like that. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, that's it for this video. Thank you for whoever made it to the end. After all, this video was almost 20 minutes long. I'll try and make them shorter in the future and just packed with better content, but after all, this was my first video. And yeah, hope you guys watch some more of my videos when I release them in the future. I'll probably let out about a video a week if possible, but I'll just see what happens. Well, thank you for watching.